If you grew up in the 1970s, you probably already know that your childhood was nothing like what kids experience today. But what you might not realize is that psychology says growing up in that era actually shaped your mind in some rare and powerful ways. The world was different back then: no smartphones, no social media, and no constant supervision. You had freedom, responsibility, and a kind of independence that's almost impossible to find now. And those experiences left a mark on your personality that still shows up today. One of the rarest traits people from the 1970s have is self-reliance. Back then, you were expected to figure things out on your own. If you were bored, you had to invent your own fun. If you got into trouble, you had to solve your own problems. There was no Google to answer your questions, and your parents weren't always hovering over you. This taught you how to be resourceful and independent. You learned to trust your own judgment and to handle challenges without always needing help. Even now, you probably find it easier to adapt to new situations and solve problems on your own, because you grew up in a world that demanded it. Another rare trait is resilience. The 1970s weren't always easy. You might have faced tough times, made mistakes, or even gotten hurt while playing outside, but you learned to bounce back. Scraped knees, broken toys, and little failures were just part of growing up. You didn't have the option to quit or complain every time something went wrong. Instead, you learned to keep going, to try again, and to see setbacks as part of life. This resilience has stayed with you, making you stronger and more capable of handling whatever life throws your way. People who grew up in the 1970s also tend to have a strong sense of patience. Life moved at a slower pace. If you wanted to watch your favorite show, you had to wait all week for it. If you took a photo, you had to wait days to see how it turned out. There was no instant gratification. This taught you how to wait, how to appreciate anticipation, and how to enjoy the process instead of just the result. Today, when everything is available at the touch of a button, your patience stands out as a rare and valuable trait. Another unique strength is creativity. With fewer distractions and less technology, you had to use your imagination to entertain yourself. You built forts, invented games, and made up stories with friends. You learned how to turn ordinary things into something special. This creative mindset didn't just make your childhood fun. It also helped you develop problem-solving skills and the ability to think outside the box. Even now, you might find yourself coming up with creative solutions or seeing possibilities that others miss. Comfort with solitude is another trait that sets you apart. In the 1970s, it was normal to spend time alone reading, exploring, or just daydreaming. You didn't need constant stimulation or company to feel content. This comfort with your own thoughts has helped you develop self-awareness and emotional strength. You know how to enjoy your own company, and you're not afraid of a little quiet time. In a world that's always connected, this ability to be alone without feeling lonely is truly rare. You also likely have a strong sense of community and loyalty. Back then, neighborhoods felt like extended families. You knew your neighbors, played outside until the streetlights came on, and looked out for each other. These experiences taught you the value of real connections and lasting friendships. You understand what it means to be there for others, to keep your word, and to build trust over time. This loyalty and sense of belonging are traits that many people today struggle to find. If you grew up in the 1970s, you carry these rare psychological strengths with you, even if you don't always notice them. Your self-reliance, resilience, patience, creativity, comfort with solitude, and loyalty are all products of a unique time in history. They make you adaptable, thoughtful, and strong in ways that are becoming less common with each new generation. So the next time you feel out of place in today's fast-paced world, remember that your 1970s childhood gave you something special. If you want to discover more about how your past shapes your personality, don't forget to subscribe for more psychology insights just like this.